Hello, welcome to today's online training class. Today we are going to be looking at creating websites without coding. All right, so my name is Emmanuel Sabute. I'm going to be your facilitator for this session. I'm a data science and artificial intelligence enthusiast. Um, I'm a trainee with Azubi Africa, as well as a co-founder of Ihumu, a data science company in Accra. I also co-manage an IT solutions company known as Jay. All right, so I'm going to take you through a few slides and then we zoom into action. All right, so basically our basic objective for this training is to build a website from scratch without coding. So I'll then treat you to have your laptop and a working internet. So we'll go through the process together. All right. So just going through a few things. So now we are going to look at a few things before we get into the practical. The first thing we are going to look at are the things, like some of the basic things we need in creating a site. Before you create a website, you should know the purpose for which you're creating the site and what you're going to be using it for. So for the purpose of this class, just have something in mind. Maybe just you can create a hypothetical business in your mind, maybe if you don't have one already, so that when you get into the practice, you'd have something. And then every business should have an identity, which is defined by their brand. And their brand includes their colors, their logos, pictures, and other things. It's also very key in building a site. And then for this class again, you should have some basic understanding of design. Not anything so technical, but then just the ability to distinguish between a good and a bad design is enough for the class. And then next, okay, so we are looking at some of the basic things you'd find on any typical site. So you'd see things like what the business is about or what the site is about, and the products or services that they are offering. And then in most cases, you see a few pictures and videos that talks about the business or the sites and then what they offer, as well as their contact, phone number, email addresses, locations, and other relevant addresses. So for the purpose of this class again, just have some things in your mind, or you can write them down, because when you get into the practical, you'd have to use them. Okay, so let's go to the next. Let me quickly brush through this and then we start work. So, okay, so I have this thing here, the primary cost component of every site. So let's look at it like a traditional business. So when you have a traditional business, before you get into business legally, you should register your business. Okay, so it's almost the same with the site. Before your site kicks running, it should be registered. So relating this one to the traditional business, like the business registration process, getting the name acquired and then through this. So you need to acquire a domain. So later on in the course, I'm going to share with you how you can acquire this domain. And then the next thing is look for a host. And then again, comparing it to the traditional business, after you have registered your business, you need a place. And so you could acquire your own place, or you could rent a place that you use as an office premise. It's almost like this one. After you've registered your site, you need someone to host you. You need a space sort of in the internet or on the internet. So the hosting is one other key cost component. And then usually the bigger chunk goes into design because that is more technical. That is where people do the coding and all that. And then this is what the class is for, and it's to help you to cut down cost drastically. So once you're able to design your own site, I mean, you save your business and your company so much money. So let's move. Okay, so these are some of the few tools you can use. You can check Wix out, you can check WordPress out, you can check Bookmark. But out of these three, I'm going to be working with my favorite, which is Bookmark. One, because it's pretty simple to use and it can be used by anybody without any technical experience. And then of course it uses artificial intelligence, which is my area of interest. So I love it. So let's kick started. All right, so we are going to start our site. All right, so like I mentioned, if you have your laptop with me, just open to any browser and go to bookmark.com. Great, we're here. So when you get on the site, so Bookmark is a simple site or tool that is used to create any kind of website using a tool called artificial intelligence design assistance, or simply put, AiDA. So you're going to be using AiDA to create a very simple site. All right, so let's get started. Now, it brings you to the login page. So if you're coming here for the first time, obviously you need to enter your details, your name, and your email address, and then password. And then you register. Once you register, you get registered. Bookmark will send you a link into your email address for verification. And then once you're verified, you have access to all the tools. And then you can also sign up with your Facebook account or your Google account. Okay, so get signed up and let's meet at the other side. But because I already have an account in here, I'm going to the log in and then log in with my account. Okay, great. Okay, so once your account is verified, the link brings you to this page where we can start. So you go to start now. And then like I mentioned earlier on, you should have an objective in mind. You should have a purpose, what you'd want to use the site for. So for instance, I want to use the site for my personal brand. So I go to personal brand and then go to next. What name do I want to put on it? Say Lake. All right. If only it's available. Okay. So it brings you to this page. It'll ask you a few questions. So the first one is, would you want to add a blog? Yes. So a blog basically is like a site that helps you to update the site with articles and write-ups that you can easily share on the various media. On the various media. So yes, of course, I want to promote my brand. So I'll be writing articles and stories, and I'll be sharing on the various social media platforms. And then add an e-commerce store with shopping carts. I don't think I'll be selling anything, so no. Then I move to the next page. All right, so what AiDA does here is that once you provided your name, tries to comb through town, like through the internet, to look out for businesses with a similar name to see if they can find your address. So you go through the list. If you have your address there, you check it. If you don't, I don't think I have my address. Of course, it's hypothetical, so I don't think I'll have my address. I go to no nest. Okay, so it brings me to this page, and my name is already here. I need to fill with my phone number. Great. I already have my number in the system, so it auto fills as well. And then, but for you, I believe you'd have to enter them manually. So you enter your phone number, your email address, your post office address, and then your location and country, obviously Ghana. And then here too, we have an option to upload a logo to kind of customize it the way you want it. Okay, so let me see what I've got. Okay, I think I've got something here. It's in my desktop. Okay, so I've got this Idinkra here, so let me copy. Great. So we got next. All right, so this place suggests outlines that you could use. We have the one with the menu on top, which opens in multiple pages. A multiple pager with the menu bar on the side, and then there's a single pager with the menu bar on top. You could choose any of them, but I prefer the last one. So I go in for this and move to next. All right, so to start with, most sites do have pictures, and so to begin with, once you don't have any pictures in there yet, Bookmark provides you a few pictures that you can choose from, and then later on you can change them on. And all these pictures are royalty free. Nobody charges you for them. So you can use any of those pictures, a minimum of 2, and then any number that you want. So you can go through the pictures and look for something that looks like what you want. So a personal brand. I think this one fits me. I like reading. Okay, this looks like my desk. And what else can I add? Okay, this is a beautiful nature. I love to travel. Great. All right, so go to next. All right, so this brings us to something like that looks like a theme. I mean, like how you want the site to be defined. You want flashy colors, you want greeneries, modern, sophisticated, bold, or something clean, cool. I think this one, I love this one. So clean and cool. I love this. So let's go see. Yes, yes. There comes a point in your life. Okay, so we fed our information. Let's see what AiDA is going to do. All right, so your artificial intelligence design assistant, okay. Set back, your site will be ready in 30 seconds. So let's get our clock ticking. 30 seconds, create my site. So let's watch AiDA do the work. Great, we are done. Good, so our site is ready. So you can close this and then you see what we've got. Good, okay, so this is what we have to start with. Great, so let's take a quick tour. Okay, nice to meet you. Great, Great. My skills for featured projects, contacts. Wow, this is awesome. Then some pictures. Great. I've got my social media handles here. That's good. Okay, so great. This is what AiDA has for us to start with. And then this is cool. Let's see what we have at the menu bar. Good. I've got my logo beautifully here. This is a home page. Nice. This is about me. Okay. What about the sites? I'll decide what to put there. And then some of the things I've worked on. This is beautiful. So I'm going to put a write up and then change these pictures to some of my works. Contact, great. So awesome. So this is my address, my phone number, my email address. Great. And then for anybody who want to contact me, you enter your details here and then I get your message. This is beautiful. And this is my blog session. Whoa, so you can enter, you can update, edit this blog and then post constantly. This is great. And then what do I have here? Whoa, the contact. So once you press here, your contact pops up. Great. Let's close and see what we have next. And then beautifully, you have your address. This is beautiful. This was done in the actual work was done in actually less than 5 minutes. I want you to try your hands on it. The next session, we are going to look at how to edit everything on this page, from changing the names to changing the pictures to editing the text and creating our blogs and editing putting our own Google location and everything. Thanks for being with me in this class. So see you in the next class where we edit our sites. Bye.